Hey guys, Lego Man 7777 doing one final review, technically, for the 2014 Winter Wave. The set is by no means part of that wave. This set came out in September of last year. I've actually had it since December of last year, but like I said in one of the first reviews of the Winter Wave, that I had some problems with my camera and stuff, so I couldn't get around to it, so I thought I'd just throw it at the end of this wave, and yeah, there's that. So we have the Ewok Village. Alright. It's a little big. Alright. So, ages 12 plus. 10236. So we're not even in the 75,000s anymore. Ewok Village, 1,990 pieces, and costs $249.99. One thing quickly, as this is a LEGO exclusive set, so that's kind of where you have to get it. But here we look at the majority of the set. You can just see some features and stuff on the box. As you can see, 17 minifigures, and they're shown on the top of the box as well. So let's just go and look at this stuff. Just some other features, just normal stuff that all sets have, and there's some features, and here's the back of the box real quick. It's just a different look at the set. Shows more features, because there's quite a lot of stuff to do with this set, so this will probably be a longer review, if I'm not mistaken. Especially because the fact that we have 17 minifigures to look at as well. But before we get on to the minifigures, let's just take a quick look at the instructions. Here's book 1. The last page of book 1, it does advertise for the Red 5 X-Wing. But on the end of book 1, it looks like we're building a tree, like the bottom half of a tree. I'm not quite sure which tree this is, to be honest. I believe this is that's the second tree you're building. But here's book 2, which at the end of book 2 you can clearly see that we've made some good progress and we have a good foundation made. As you can see, there's also a book 3, so we're not done yet. And here it is, the final book in the set. So let's take a final look at our digital model. Is there anything cool to see in the back pages? No, not really. Just the usual stuff. So here is the final digital model of the Ewok Village. It looks pretty close to exactly how I have it set up right now. So there's that. What do I want to do? Let's see here. I might actually move the box for now, because it kind of takes away from what the set itself looks like. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'll put the box maybe right here. Just so this half of the set doesn't look like it's part of the box. Whatever. Alright, so let us get on with the billion minifigures we have in this set. So, I guess just starting off, our first minifigure of the set is normal, everyday, average Joe Blow clone, I was going to say clone trooper, stormtrooper. There we go. He's got the newer type helmets. As you can see, he has a gray mouth with the little black printing, but otherwise he's your standard stormtrooper. He doesn't have leg printing or anything. But they do give him the new face So, I mean, it is black, but he actually has a face, which is always good to know. Good to know. It's good to have, is what I meant to say. Don't listen to what I say. So our second minifigure of the set is our Scout Trooper. And as you can see, he is a new minifigure. He has new printing on his torso and legs. I do like his leg printing. I think it's pretty cool. I also like that they gave him black legs. I just think that's an added effect. And here's his new back printing. And just like the Stormtrooper, he does have the new and improved face. I just have it flipped backwards so you can't tell when he has his normal helmet on. So you get 2 of those and 2 normal Stormtroopers. Now, we've made a slight dent in the minifigures. Our 5th minifigure is a Rebel Commando. Pretty close to the, sorry, I kind of lost what I was saying. Pretty close to the ones found in the Rebel Endor bunker. That's what I meant to say, not the Rebel bunker, the Endor bunker set that came out a couple years ago, set 8038. Has the same headgear. Here's a look at his face. Might be a new face for a commando. I don't know, to be specific. They may have new body printing. I don't exactly know. I don't know why I don't know. I don't know. I've had this set for a while, and I knew all the stuff when I first got it, but I kind of forgot stuff over those months. I don't believe he's a new color. If he's a new color, it would be his body printing is a lighter green, but I don't believe it is a lighter green. Just, that's from what I think. And he has a standard rifle. So our 6th minifigure is another just standard Rebel Commando. And according to the box, I have the bodies on wrong. But it doesn't particularly matter much. But as you can see, this is a different body printing. Same gun, same legs, same helmet. But they do give you a different face. And this guy has 2 faces. I don't think the other guy has 2 faces. But this guy has 2 faces. I just chose the mean-looking one because they're under attack. So I figured, why not? I'll check. I was correct. The other guy does not have 2 faces. So, let's get on to our 7th minifigure, which is Low Gray. And he's just an Ewok that you see briefly. But they did include him in the set, and his little staff thing looks pretty cool. In my opinion, that used to be a new piece back then when this set first came out. So was that brown piece right above his hand. That was kind of a new piece. I mean, he's pretty close to the same, if not identical, other than the new staff, than the Ewok attack set 7956, I believe the set number was. The small set that came out the same wave as the frigate. But our next minifigure is Tebow. And now correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong, but I believe he's a new Ewok minifigure. I believe he is. Looking at him, maybe. If he's not new, then he came in the Ewok attack set that I just mentioned, but if not, then he's new. But he just comes, he's got the same headpiece as Low Gray, just different printing. And he has a normal spear. So our next Ewok is is Chief Chirpa, and he's the chief of the Ewoks. He has a different head mold than the last two Ewoks, and you can see there's a little bit of printing on it, and he just has his staff. You see there's kind of a little flower piece right underneath that gray piece on the top. That's just interesting pieces they use. I like his staff too. It's interesting. I don't think I'd ever use it for anything. But our next Ewok, and our second to last one, is Wicket W. Warwick. And as you can see, he's got some face printing, so he looks a little diverse. And he's got a little bit of printing on the top of his head. But other than that, he's a pretty standard Ewok too, and he has a normal spear. Just like Tebow. And our last Ewok minifigure is just a standard Ewok warrior. They decided to make him green, but they did give him some nice printing, which is a good touch, on his torso. His hands are a little awkwardly colored. They're not really the same color as anything else. As you can see, his nose and mouth is kind of close to the same color, but it's a little off. Because his hands are like a tan, where his nose is like a peach. But that's just something I noticed is weird. And he just comes with a bow and arrow. So that's finally it for all of our Ewoks. So you get 5 of them in the set, which you kind of expect because it is the Ewok village. Our next minifigure is classic R2-D2 with a gray head, and that's about it for R2. I mean, I don't really have much to say. I'm sure everyone, if you have any Star Wars sets, you're pretty much guaranteed to have at least one R2 somewhere. But you get one in the set as well, because he is here when they end up at the Ewok village. So our next minifigure is C-3PO, and you can see his wires on his body printing, but I mean, he's pretty much a standard C-3PO. Not too much special about him, but he is important to the scene, so they included him in the set. Our next minifigure is kind of a downgrade, because we saw the 2014 version of Chewbacca, but this set came out before 2014, so here is the old version of Chewbacca without, printed face and stuff. So old classic Chewbacca that we've seen forever, except for the new 2014 sets. And I don't know, I just felt like taking that off to show you. That's the same thing for all the Ewoks too. So our 15th minifigure is Han Solo, and he may have a new torso printing, maybe, not entirely sure on that, but regardless, he's pretty much just a classic Han Solo figure with some belt printing this time and a little bit on his leg. And here's his back printing. So I'm gonna guess that this is a new Han Solo, and he only has a single face. So Han Solo. And he comes with a standard, it's not standard, but it's a small pistol like the Scout Troopers come with. Han Solo and the Scout Troopers come with a small pistol, the Stormtroopers come with medium-sized blasters, and the Commandos have rifles. Our next minifigure is a brand new one, and it is Ewok Village Princess Leia. I mean, that's pretty much how you say it. How you want to describe this minifigure. You could say Kashyyyk. I get, no, because she, see, he was talking about Chewie. I meant Endor. Anyway, new Princess Leia. As you can see, she's got the waist cape on. She does have leg printing a little bit right there. I guess I'll take her hairpiece off. That's not her hairpiece. Hairpiece is difficult to take off, so I'll show you that real quick. It's just a hairpiece. It's not any printing on it or anything. Just so you can see the body detail. It is a new printed body, and she does have a two-sided face. So that is Princess Leia. And she does not come with a weapon. And lastly, the final minifigure in the set. Only took forever to get here, but it is a new version of Luke Skywalker. He has a dull chrome lightsaber with the new green color, the darker green that actually looks like green and not yellow. But he has a new torso, just standard black legs. He has a black metal hand and a standard normal hand. And he does have a double-sided face. I just chose his face because why not? Alright. Now, we can finally get to the set. So let's focus back in real quick. And go back. So here's our first little part of the set. It is an Ewok catapult. And I don't remember if this was the first thing you build. Not entirely. Yeah, this is the first thing you build. Bag 1, you build this, and the next thing I'm going to show you guys. But basically, just like all catapults, just holds it into place. These spinny things on the side actually do nothing. Excuse me. They're just there for aesthetic reasons, but they're actually to fling the catapult, but you don't really need to do that because you just push down and fling. And on the side here, you get 6 projectiles, and of course Lego has that little smiley, or that little crying face with the non-shoot thing next to it, meaning don't shoot at people. Don't shoot at their face. Lego didn't say don't shoot at people. They said don't shoot at their face. So, whatever. But basically, put the little thing in there and you shoot it, and I drop it. Cool. Anyway, that's that. I purposely didn't shoot it very hard because I didn't want to lose piece. And I don't think I need to show it, but on the sides they do have 2 1x3s where you can place 2 Ewoks if you'd really like to. But our next little thing is, of course, they got to throw in a speeder bike because everyone loves speeder bikes. But this one's a different speeder bike. It's kind of cool because they gave it a stand so you can kind of make it look like it's hovering. But it's really no different than any other speeder bike ever. And it really doesn't have any features other than you put a scout trooper, stormtrooper, or an Ewok who stole it on the bike and drive away. That is about it. I thought the set came with 2 speeder bikes, actually. But I may be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think there's only 1. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, there's only 1. I don't know, I was confusing myself with something else. But that is it for like the extra and little side things. Now we can actually get into the actual village. So bag one was that catapult and the speeder bike, along with Chief Chirpa and the 2 Scout Troopers. Bag two is this tree right here. Just the bottom though, because bag three is the top half of the tree. So what I'm going to do is, spoiler, you can actually take this bridge off, and I'm going to show you the functions of this specific tree. So of course on this side they have a ladder, kind of like a rope ladder that they're insisting is a rope ladder, and I mean that's exactly what it is, and there's not really much more about it. It's a ladder. But it's cool, they actually give you a way to get up onto the tree for once, instead of just assuming you know how to get there. I just wanted to show you some printed pieces, these little mushrooms. They are reoccurring in the set, but I just thought they were kind of cool. They went as far as making printed mushroom pieces. So, let's just look at the top of the tree, I guess. Here's where you can place an Ewok or whoever you really wish to. For my demonstrations, I'm just going to use the Stormtrooper, even though it's completely inaccurate to have a Stormtrooper do these things. But, so you see there's a railing, so they're not going to fall off the front, which is a nice touch. And I guess for $250, you should probably put that on there. But if you go into the back of the tree, and I mean, you can have a dude standing there, whatever. If you move them like one more and pull this lever that you can't see, if you pull this lever, it is a trap door, and I'll show you that from the front side so you can actually see the Stormtrooper. It's difficult to do while holding. So, oh, he fell. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if he falls down. So anyway, here's the front, and I'm going to move it to where I'm holding it over the table, actually. But there it is, and you pull that lever I just showed you, and you slide down the front. That's it for this tree. That's just a little escape route for you to do. I'm just going to move these guys off to the side for now. And yeah, that's that. So I guess we're just going to go left to right, and I'm going to just show you what the bridge does. I mean, other than being a bridge, not much, but here is the bridge. It's a little tedious to build this part of the bridge, just because you have to build it 9 times, and then this part twice, but that's pretty much the really only repetitive build. But this is just a bridge. I just wanted to show you the detail on it. Alright, so can focus back into the set, and let's just slide it here, see how that looks. Okay, you can see stuff, kinda. So now let's get into some features. I don't really know where I want to start, but I guess I'll start right here. So as you can see, there's a net right there, and what you do, I mean, this is a little inaccurate to do it, but okay. So first real feature is this tree can spin, and that's cool. Oh, I see what I did. I can't even do it because I connected it. Anyway, I put the end of the rope connected to the tree so it didn't snap, but, you know, after a little bit of messing around with it, you could somehow get a stop motion of holding that stormtrooper or whoever stuck in the net. On the box they have Chewie stuck in the net, but whatever, you can get anyone you want stuck in the net. It's just hanging on there. It's not really difficult. I'll actually take this off so I can show you the net. And we can focus into the net. That'd be cool. So here's the net with the stormtrooper chilling. And the little piece hangs right there on that gray stud in between my fingers. And these little clips are what hold it in. So there's that. And that's just a cool feature. A little added addition. Oh, an added addition. That's redundant. Just an added feature just for playability. So I guess I'll just turn this tree so we can see it this direction. So, and we can't see anything because I have it focused. Anyway, so like all the trees, they have a little opening with these. I like the way this is built. I think this section right there looks pretty cool, in my opinion. And these, if you wish to have these lower, you can, or you can break them, as I just did. That's nothing new. You already knew that would happen. I mean, you can see the amount of detail just put in this one tree. I can't like take it apart to show you the one specific tree, but I mean they have tons of leaf pieces. If you need to mock, this would be a good set to get for like mocks on Kashyyyk and Endor and all that stuff. But like I was saying, I like the way this entrance is built. And again, it has a rail so you don't fall off and kill yourself. But this tree in particular is the kitchen. So it comes with a... Can we focus on this real quick? No, we don't want to focus, so I'll turn that off. So it comes with a pot, that's what I was going for. And you can't really see right there, but kinda, not really. But they have 2 red studs and 2 orange studs representing fire, where you put the pot on. And right here is a tiny little bag. And in this little bag, they have a tiny, well, they have a carrot. They have a carrot and a little root looking thing that you can put in the pot to cook up. And that's just a tiny little detail that they just decided they wanted to put in there. And that's fine because that adds more playability. You can have a whole dinner. I mean, they were going to try and cook Han Solo like on the box picture, so I guess. And then on the top, the second floor of the tree, they have this little barrel which has a carrot, a root, and 2 hot dogs in it, along with that little sack sitting up there which probably holds whatever you say is in there. Maybe some secrets the Ewoks like to keep hidden. So that's it for that tree. Almost. That's it for the top half of the tree. The bottom half of the tree, as you can't see, which is cool. Alright. So you can see right here, and it's at the bottom of your screen, is a little, like the tree is jutting out. Now what you do is you lift that lever up, and it's a secret compartment. Now in the secret compartment, they have some printed pieces, and it's going to be difficult for me to show you, but I guess I'll move the camera just to show you. Right here, there's a little heart on that, and on the other side, which is difficult to see, is a scout trooper with how many they've killed. So there's that. I guess for now I'm gonna put the camera here-ish, just so we can see the bottom. I'm gonna just show the bottom of the village. These pieces right here aren't well, they're a little bit connected, but they're just kind of resting there, so you can take those off if you wish to. They're just sitting there, held on by gravity. So here is the farthest tree to the left. Now, I don't exactly remember how to do it. And I remember how to do it now. Where is it? Where's my thing? Oh, it's up here. So you push this little lever down that you didn't see, and it up pops a spider web that the speeder bikes are supposed to drive in. Now if I hold the camera like this and push the spider web back, you can see the little lever. Now, yeah, you just push that little lever and the spider web pops up. And you can see the little spider chilling right there. Now, this tree, not exactly sure. I remember what this tree does. This tree, which would be a little difficult for me to show, but I will still do it. But I will put the camera back so, you know, I don't like bump it or anything. This review is hard to do, by the way, if you guys didn't know. But, alright, from this angle now, we have a whole different, hey look, there's the kitchen I already showed you. But you open this side, and there's two little clips in there that you can see, and you can put weapons, Luke's lightsaber, whatever you want to put chilling in there. So that was the underlevels of the Ewok village. Now I don't have to show those anymore because it was difficult to show. But I figure, since we're here, might as well show. This tree also spins. There's a little fire here. There's a catapult on the top of the tree with 4 more projectiles, which is always good. So you hit that and shoot your projectiles at the incoming stormtroopers or whoever you want to shoot at, to be honest. Now, I personally like to keep that at a diagonal angle just because it looks cool, but I want to show you the front. All the fronts kind of look the same with the 2 palm fronds over the entrance. But, yes, there's that. Now, I do apologize that I might have to, move the camera so you can actually see things. So, I apologize for that. It's just this set is really big, and I can't hold it with one hand and show you stuff just because this, like I said, set's big. So, let's turn the set now to this third tree.